Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build. Today I am building a fairly special house, in my eyes at least, because it's technically my dream home. So I created the floor plan for this build myself. I drew it on my tablet, and then I kind of carried it and made it a reality in The Sims. So I'm very excited about this particular one because it just, holds a special place in my heart. It's kind of something I would love to have one day. Maybe it would need to be a little bit bigger to fit, more than one child, even if you decide to move your sim in. But it should fit a family of 3 fairly easily, if you decide. Well, technically you could have, now that I think about it, because there is an office downstairs, which could be turned into a kit bedroom as well, even though I would love to have an office myself, at least, kind of even with children in the future. So it's kind of hard to say really, but it's sort of like a modern Scandinavian home. I built it in Copperdale on a 30 by 20. It's the Hillside Haven lot, I think. It's 1 bedroom, 2 bathroom house, but as I said, there is a gym upstairs which could be turned into a bedroom for a child, and there's also an office downstairs which could be turned into a bedroom. So you could technically fit, I mean, how many Sims do you actually want? Because you could put bunk beds in the bedrooms, in the gym and the office spaces. So you could do whatever you want, actually. So it's completely up to you. The price of the house is just under 100,000 simoleons, around 96,500 simoleons. So it's quite expensive, but as I said, this is kind of my dream home and I'm very excited. I was very excited to work on this. It's super cute. The color palette is amazing. I especially love the dining space, which you'll see in a while. I absolutely love how the kitchen space turned out. There's a lot of blue tones because I love blue. I personally am absolutely obsessed with blue. So that's why I decided to bring that in here, because even though I didn't necessarily call it my dream home, I do feel like it is my dream home, especially since I designed the floor plan myself. Yeah. I've been having a bit of a hard time lately with a lot of things, really. I've started studying for my university finals and it's kind of kicking my ass, to be honest. There's a lot that needs to be learned in a fairly short amount of time and it stresses me out a little bit. So yeah, it's just been a hectic couple of weeks. I've had a lot of changes happen fairly quickly. I, met my boyfriend, who I'm dating at the moment. We had to buy a new bed for my bedroom in my parents' house, because he wouldn't have anywhere to sleep if he came around, because he doesn't live in the same city as I do. He actually lives like an hour and 15 minutes away by train, so it makes sense to sleep at each other's places over the weekend. And yeah, so it's been a lot of changes and I haven't been coping that well with it, actually. So because I have a new mattress as well with the new bed, which is probably too firm, too kind of stiff for me. I haven't been sleeping very well. So I think my kind of average for the past couple of weeks is like 4 hours a night, which is not great at all, especially when I'm supposed to be studying for my finals and retaining information. But hopefully we'll get it sorted over the weekend. We're probably going to return the mattress that I bought. Even though my boyfriend likes the one that he got, but I'll have to get a new one, like a softer, not as firm one, because the one that I have right now is just not comfortable for me. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. Studying, I haven't actually built in quite some time. I have some builds done from when I was sick in like early April, late March. So I have still, I think, 2 builds done. I have some ideas, but because I'm so busy and because I can't sleep, my back hurts. I have kind of like chronic back pain sort of thing. I don't know, I don't even know what it is, but my back just reacts to whatever is happening in my life, and when I'm stressed, it's worse. And because I can't sleep either, it's even worse. So yeah, I am just trying not to spend as much time at my computer because I already am studying at my computer all day long. So I don't want to spend as much time on my computers. I haven't built in like 2 weeks, I'd say, which is a bit frustrating because I love building. I really want to. It's my kind of passion and my way of decompressing from school and life and everything, but it just wasn't possible that much. So I'm hoping it will get better with a different mattress if we manage to get one. So yeah, just like a little life update, I guess. I'm still kind of figuring it out. I'm still kind of freaking out about the exams because they're getting closer and closer. I cannot wait for them to be done, but I'm also incredibly stressed out that I'm not going to pass. So yeah, it's just like a very emotional and very difficult time at the moment, basically. Anyway, so we got a new kit. No, wait, no, not the kit. Let's just talk about the build a little bit because I talked over pretty much the entire landscaping and the entire exterior. So I really love how this part of the house turned out. I used landscaping that kind of fits in with the vibe of Copperdale. So I used these flower beds with the purple flowers, and I'm so in love with the landscaping. It fits really nicely and it's very pretty. I think it fits really nicely with the build. And now we are working on the interiors. This is the kitchen. I used the tiles from For Rent, which are beautiful. I've been in love with them ever since we got them in the pack, and I've been using them obsessively pretty much everywhere. And I paired it with a wall tile, or like a backsplash that came with Spa Day. So I felt like the blue really matches with the one on the tiles, and I think it looks really beautiful. And I went for this like very warm honeywood tone, which I think is absolutely beautiful and fits really nicely with the blue. I think it just kind of warms the blue tones because there's a lot of black as well and white, so I feel like the honeywoods really kind of bring the warmness and softness into the space. So now let's talk about the new kit. I haven't had time to test it yet, unfortunately, but I did buy it. It took me a while before I bought it because I couldn't find it on the EA app, because if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm a Mac simmer, so I play on MacBook. But we had Origin for longer than the traditional Windows users. But I switched to the EA app about like 2 months ago because, it asked me to. And for some reason, I just couldn't see the kit in the app for a while. So I got it a bit later than everyone else, and I haven't been able. I was in game. I did plan a build. I did kind of create a shell for a new build, but I didn't have time to build with the things just yet. But I think it just inspires me to do some sort of mid-century modern home because I feel like the items have this kind of mid-century modern vibe to them, I guess. I think that's just my opinion, but I think it's like a collective opinion of the community. And here is the dining room that I talked about. I absolutely love how this turned out because there wasn't enough space for like a big 6-seater table. I decided to use these bookcases from high school years to create sort of like a storage system just behind the table, and I absolutely love it. And I also make sure to place some stuff for a dog because I love dogs and I want to have a dog maybe one day. So yeah, that's why I decided to place it, since this is kind of like my dream home. I love the rug that I chose for the dining space, which I believe came with City Living, and I absolutely love this rug. I initially went for this like more oriental kind of swatch, but I ended up going for this more like boho one, and I used it throughout the entire house and I love it. Here I am working on the living room. I used my absolute favorite couch that came with the Book Nook kit, which I've been using a lot ever since we got the kit because it's just so beautiful and it just looks so cozy and comfortable, and I would just love to lay there right now instead of studying all day. I've spent, because today it's Thursday, by the way, because I'm recording on Thursdays lately. So last night or this night I only slept 4 hours. I actually tried to sleep on that mattress that I talked about, but I couldn't. So at like 2 in the morning, I packed my stuff, like my blanket and my pillow, and I went to sleep in my brother's bed because he kind of spends half the week at university in his apartment there, so his bed is kind of free half the week. So yeah, I just couldn't deal with my firm mattress anymore. I needed sleep, so I decided to just move into his bed, which is much more comfortable than mine is right now. So yeah, I slept in my brother's bed only for like 4 hours tonight, and so I'm just absolutely unusable. I've been feeling tired lately, but today is just a whole another level. I just could not concentrate. I did go through some of the questions I have from my finals, but I don't remember much from them, so I think I'll have to revisit them tomorrow because I'm really tired and just, I don't know, my brain is not working. I guess it's just not retaining information whatsoever. So I did learn something, but not much. So I'm not sure what my point was. I think, oh yeah, I was saying that I would much rather lie on the couch in this living room than study all day because I've been sitting at my computer for the past 3 weeks and I still have a couple more weeks before the exams actually come. So it's gonna be a long kind of spring. Yeah, anyway. So here I created kind of like a bookcase sort of area. I used a bookcase from Snowy Escape, which I really like, and it matches the color scheme that I am going for, this like very warm wood tone. Yeah, I am placing coffee table now, which is from high school years. Again, really love that one. I really wanted to use, I really, not wanted, but I really got to use a lot of my favorite items in the game. Because, as I said, this is basically my dream house. So I really wanted to go all out and enjoy the fact that I can build whatever I want to build, whatever I want in my own apartment. And it was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed that. Also, how has the weather been for you? Because honestly, here it's been like a proper April weather because it's been, especially today. Today it's been it's rained like 4 times. It has rained like 4 or 5 times. Now the sun is shining into my face and it's just changing like every 30 minutes today. So I don't know, is it like that in other parts of the world, Europe, maybe even America? Do you have this kind of weather? Because it's driving me insane. It's been warm, so in like beginning of April, we had like 20-ish degrees Celsius. And the past week, it was freezing in the morning. It was like -2 degrees in the morning, and it's supposed to get warmer next week again to like 20. It's ridiculous, honestly. I just don't know what it is with the weather this week. Probably climate change because it's been absolutely wild. I mean, there is a saying in like April weather in our language, in my language, but this is like a whole another level of April weather because it's just ridiculous. Especially today, it's like it's windy. It's kind of mixing between rain and it's kind of clear skies. It's ridiculous. I genuinely don't understand where that's coming from. Anyway, so now we are moving on to the office space, which I wanted to turn into sort of like a gaming station mostly, because, I'm a future teacher. My boyfriend is also a future teacher. We studied the same thing. So I think having an office where we could both game and, well, he's not big of a gamer, but when we could both kind of prepare for lessons would be really nice. I also placed a couch so we could, hang out in there. I don't know, it's just ridiculous. I feel like planning in The Sims is so weird and satisfying at the same time because there are items that you could actually get in real life that are very similar to the ones in the game. But I don't know, I'm just living my dreams through The Sims because right now I'm miserable. I am tired from studying and I'm just trying to enjoy my life through a game, basically. Yeah, that got a bit dark. Anyway, what else can we talk about? Oh, I recently started watching the summer no, the summer I turned pretty show, which is on Prime, Amazon Prime Video. I'm absolutely obsessed. I've binged it very quickly. I'm a bit ashamed of that because I'm supposed to be, studying, being productive, and I'm binging a TV show, but I'm absolutely hooked. I think I'm almost through season 2, so I cannot wait for season 3 to come because I love it so much. It's just so good. I know that the show is based on books, but I'm not very much in reading spirits at the moment. I was at the beginning of the year. I read like 10 books already, but I haven't read in the past 3 weeks at all because I don't know, I've been kind of working with a lot of text for my finals, like reading articles that I need to have. I've been making notes so that I have questions ready because we kind of get topics that we're supposed to talk about at the exam. So we kind of choose out of, like, for example, 40 topics for English, we choose 3. So I've been reading a lot of stuff, my notes, articles, books. So I just don't have the energy to read actual books, but I do have the books that this is based on in my tablet. So I'm definitely going to try and read them maybe in the summer once I am done with studying, hopefully, because I really just want to do some reading. Because I've missed it, but I just don't have the energy. I'd much rather watch something in the evening than read something. Because the reading, I'm staring at text all day long studying, so I just don't want more text in the evening, you know? So yeah, we've been watching because, as I said, my boyfriend doesn't live anywhere near where I live, so throughout the week, we usually FaceTime in the evenings. So we've been watching a lot of animated movies actually, because it's absolutely amazing. He loves them too, as much as I do, because I love animated movies, and they're very practical because they're fairly short. Because if you decide to watch, I don't know, like a Marvel movie, for example, it's very long, and if we are absolutely dead from studying and me for not getting enough sleep, it's good thing. It's a good thing that you have something short. So we watched Shrek on the weekend when he slept here at my place. Then we watched Ice Age, and we also watched, I don't know what else we watched. We watched one more thing. We watched Ice Age yesterday. Oh yeah, Finding Dory. So we're watching animated movies because they are fun, short, and very enjoyable. And I'm very happy that I found a guy who loves them as much as I do, or who at least watches them with me. But I think he likes them a lot. So yeah, it's a good thing that we found each other. My mom is laughing at us a little bit that we are adults who are watching, fairy tales, technically. But you know what? I don't really care. I love fairy tales. They're fun to watch. They are enjoyable. They have a hidden meaning usually. And yeah, so I'm absolutely perfectly okay with being a 25-year-old who watches fairy tales or like animated movies. Why not? I love them. They are great. And yeah, do you have it the same way? Because I feel like a lot of simmers are actually a lot into kind of fairy tales and animated stuff too. So I feel like it might be a common thing in the community to be really into things like that. But maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm finishing up on the bedroom, which has kind of like not a walk-in closet, but like an open closet, which I really like. And the last room we're going to work on is the gym, and that's going to be almost it for today's video. So if you want to download this build and get it on the gallery, my ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can try under the hashtag michaelasimsyt. Or you could also download the trade files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would really mean a lot to me, and you won't miss any of my future uploads. I upload once a week every Friday, and I also have a short coming out every Tuesday, which is like a room build, if you like that as well. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you are having a great day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.